In the most recent press release, Carnival Corporation announced that it expects to resume guest operations with 65% of its total fleet capacity by the end of 2021 across 8 of its brands. Now, additionally, Carnival Cruise Line has announced plans that envision the brand's entire fleet returning to service by the end of 2021, which would further increase Carnival Corporation's total operating capacity to nearly 75% by the end of this year. 8 out of the company's 9 brands, AIDA Cruises, Carnival Cruise Line, Costa Cruises, Cunard, Holland America Line, Princess Cruises, p&ocruises UK, and Seabourn, have announced plans to resume guest operations on 54 of their ships to date through the end of 2021, with nearly half the capacity represented by ships home-ported in the United States. Now, in addition to those ships which were previously announced by the company's brands, Carnival Cruise Line's intent to return to full fleet service in 2021 would add another 9 vessels, totaling it to 63 ships to date that are expected to resume guest operations this year in 2021. Further brand restart announcements are expected in the weeks to come, including resumption plans for more ships and itineraries for 2021. Now let's take a look at those brands which are operating out of North America. Carnival Cruise Line resumed guest operations with 3 ships to date, sailing out of 2 US ports, Galveston and Miami, and has announced its intent to have 15 more ships in operation by the end of October 2021, and to have its entire fleet sailing by the end of the year. Princess Cruises will resume guest operations this weekend with its first ship sailing from Seattle to Alaska, and will expand with a series of cruises around the UK coastal waters in late July, as well as cruises out of Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Fort Lauderdale to the Caribbean, Panama Canal, Mexico, Hawaii, and California, with 8 total ships which are expected to be in operation by the end of the year. Holland America Line will resume guest cruise operations this weekend with its first ship sailing from Seattle to Alaska, followed by sailings from Greece in August and from Italy and Spain in September 2021, as well as sailings to Mexico, Hawaii, the California coast, and the Caribbean this fall for a total of 6 ships expected to be in operation by the end of the year. Seabourn resumed guest cruise operations with 2 ships to date, sailing from Greece and Barbados, and plans to begin the Antarctica season in November with a 3rd ship. Coming to those brands sailing out of Europe and Asia, so we have Costa Cruises, who resumed guest operations in the month of May with sailings in Italy and Greece, and the line is now offering sailings to France and Spain, to be followed by sailings to Portugal and Turkey in September for a total of 7 ships expected to be sailing in the Mediterranean by the end of this year. AIDA Cruises resumed guest operations in March, sailing in the Canary Islands, and in May with sailings in Greece and Germany. The cruise line is now offering additional sailings out of Germany, as well as upcoming sailings in Spain, Italy, and Malta. From late July to December, they will be offering cruises in the Netherlands and the Persian Gulf, for a total of 9 ships expected to be in operation by the end of this year. p&ocruises resumed guest cruise operations with a series of summer sailings around the UK coastal waters that started in June, and plans to expand to the Mediterranean, the Atlantic coast, and the Caribbean starting in September for a total of 4 ships expected to be in operation by the end of this year. Cunardline will resume guest cruise operations in the month of August, with 1 ship sailing in UK coastal cruises, followed by sailings in the Iberian coast and Canary Islands, and plans to expand with a 2nd ship returning to service in November 2021, along with the combination of transatlantic crossings and the Caribbean cruises. This is what Roger Frizzell, Chief Communications Officer for Carnival Corporation, had to share. With strong ongoing demand for cruising, we look forward to serving our guests with additional ships announced across 8 of our brands and nearly 3/4 of our fleet capacity returning by the end of 2021, marking an important milestone for our company and all those who rely on the strong economic impacts generated by the global cruise industry. For our entire company, our highest responsibility and top priority is always compliance, environmental protection, and the health, safety, and well-being of our guests, our shipboard and shoreside employees, and the communities we visit. Our ongoing restart effort closely reflects those priorities as we continue to work together across the entire industry with partners around the world to resume cruising in the best interest of public health. And with that, we conclude our latest cruise news update for the 21st of July. Please do share your comments down below, and yes, if you enjoyed watching this video, subscribe to my channel and a thumbs up for my video will really be appreciated. Until next time, you take care and stay safe.